Welcome to DIY with me, Chila Zulu, aka Chichi Badu. And as usual, I am back on your screen to show you something that you can do with your hands. So today I will be teaching you how you can make a simple piggy bank. And this piggy bank is for my babies, my little ones. Please show them this episode. Let them watch, let them see, let them practice, because it's something that can help them to learn how they can save little coins, okay? And of course, when they open it, they're able to get what they want. So what do you need for this piggy bank? Number one, you need yourself plain paper. I have this yellow plain paper here with me. You need a pair of scissors. You need a marker. You need an empty bottle of drink or water. And of course, you need your glue gun and your glue stick. My lovely co-host that does the job well for me. So we're going to go on a break, and when we come back, we're going to go straight into making our piggy bank. Stay tuned.
Glamville Wellness and Beauty Spas brings you Glamville Express Spa. Exclusive to Lusaka, and it is day and night. Glamville Express Spa has been brought to your doorstep to remind you that an express service is possible, especially when time is only convenient for you when you least expect it. Come through either before sunrise or after sunset, and we will be ready to serve you. Glamville Express Spa, a day and night express spa readily available for you. Located at Lake Filling Station along Lake Road opposite Crossroads Mall.
Welcome back. So before we went on our break, I ran you through the items that you need to make yourself that piggy bank, and we're going to go straight into making our piggy bank. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure we seal this lid, okay? Because you can easily open it. So we're going to make sure we seal it by putting some glue and closing it. So let's put some glue. I already turned on my glue gun, so it's hot already and it's ready to be used. So I'm just adding the glue in the side so that we can seal this piggy bank. The idea of a piggy bank is not to have access to the fans that you're going to put there. So you have to make sure it's as secure as possible. It's like that little bank, that little mini bank that you can have that you can make for yourself. There we go. So I've added my glue onto the lid and I have sealed it, and I can't even open it. Like right now I'm using my power and I'm failing to open it, meaning it's secured. The next thing you're going to do now is you're going to wrap this bottle with your paper, and all I'm going to wrap is just this part. So I'm going to cut off some of this material, this paper material that I have, and I'm going to wrap it around this bottle, this empty bottle. Okay, so don't throw your empty bottle of drinks, your juice. Make sure you keep them for this project. So I'm cutting this in half like that, and I'm going to wrap it round. So I'll keep this paper here because I still need to use part of it, and I'm going to wrap it round. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some glue right there. I'm sure you're able to see this white paper here. The reason why I put this white paper right here is because I don't want the glue to mess up my table or my desk. So if you're using a glue gun, make sure you have a base for your glue gun so that the glue doesn't go onto your surface, because it's really messy and it can mess up your surface. So make sure you add something at the bottom, a paper or anything that can work. So I'm covering this again like that. And make sure you hold it to ensure that it's secured. So right now I'm doing this and it's not moving, so that means it is secured. So after I have wrapped my bottle with the paper, this is what we get. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to make some ears, okay, that we're going to place here and there. So let's make those ears, because remember it's a piggy bank and we're making it look like a pig. So we're going to make those little ears because we want it to be attractive and exciting for our babies. So let's make those ears, those piggy ears. So what you can do when making those ears is you can actually trace them out, or you can just cut them. If you know how the shape of the ear looks, you can just cut it out by simply tracing it out with your scissors, like what I've done. So to get the exact size of the other ear, I'm making sure I'm putting this one that I've cut over the paper so that I get the actual shape of the ears that we're creating. Okay, and this is the last part we're cutting. Then we're going to define it perfectly well now. So now that we have cut them out, we are going to define our ears now, like that. With our pair of scissors, and we're going to go down like that, making sure our ears are well defined. So at this point I have cut out my ears, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick them onto the bottle, just here, right here. You fold this part. This is how it looks when we cut out our ears, like that. So this part where this ear has two shapes. There's this side and this side. So you are going to fold where the two meet, because we need that demarcation made, like that. And then this part is what we are sticking here, like that. So let's get our glue. Add some glue there. And we are going to stick it like that, creating those lovely piggy ears. And you get your other side. Like that. And you stick it on the other side like this. So once you have made those ears, this is what you get. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to create some legs for our piggy bank, because remember the pig has legs. So it needs to have those legs created. So let's make those legs together, which are going to be 4. So I'm going to cut out strips. And the 4th one, which is going to be the one that's going to remain. So that's what we have right now. And we are going to roll these together like that. You roll it. You can add some glue just to ensure that it's strong. Like that. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And we are going to close this here, or rather we're going to secure what we were rolling so that it does not come off, like that. So this is what we get after we have rolled. So now we're going to roll the other one. Same process. Roll it, roll it. Add your glue to ensure that it's secured. Like that. This is what we have. So I've got 2 legs that I rolled out. I'm rolling the 3rd leg, because remember our pig has 4 legs. So we have to make sure we get all the little features of a pig on this piggy bank. So let's roll this one as well. Very simple items or rather materials that you need to do this activity with your kids. If you don't have a glue gun, like I always say this, the glue gun is not child friendly, but you can use any other glue that's child friendly. Like pepper glue can do the job with what I'm doing, it can do the job. And sellotape can also do the job. I repeat, do not use a glue gun with the children. Unless if it's a child that's able to operate the glue gun, then they can do it, but don't use it with the children, especially those that are not able to manage to use the glue gun. You can use the other glues that I've mentioned as an alternative. So I'm rolling my last leg for our piggy bank. And of course, as usual, I am adding the glue there and closing it on like that. So now that I have made my 4 legs for my piggy bank, the 4th one is here, I am going to stick them onto this at the bottom. And I'm not going to stick them now, I'll stick them at the end when I'm done, okay? So now what I'm going to do now is I need to create some eyes for our pig. So I'm going to outline this because I'm going to I have to cover the lid with some paper. So I'm going to use my marker just to outline the circle, like what I'm doing on the paper, like that. Perfect. And I am going to cut it out. Please don't fall. Thank you. We're cooperating. We like that. And we're going to cut it out like what I'm doing. Are you one of those people that just don't like to go to go to some institutions and keep your money there? There are people who just don't like it. They have reasons based known to themselves. And they're also, if you're trying to teach your kids how to start saving at a tender age, this is one of the ways you can train them on how they can start saving at a tender age, by simply making these piggy banks for them, so that they know for sure that when they have money, it's just not about spending. You also need to secure the future. So this helps because children know that when I have money, I shouldn't just spend it. Even as they grow, I need to actually learn how to save, and it helps. So please, this is a very nice craft. Please show it to my babies so that they can learn how they can make their own piggy bank at home or even at school. You can even use it as one of the crafts that we teach our kids at school, like the art courses, the art subjects. This can be added to that and they'll be super excited. So I have stuck the paper there, and I'm going to create the eyes with my marker. That's the reason why I have a marker with me as well. Other than outlining, to work to make some eyes. If you like, you can even put a smiley if you want your pig to smile, just to make it more exciting. Okay, this is cute. So we have the eyes and the smile there, and we're going to now stick our little legs there with our glue. So you have to make sure you're generous with your glue as you are sticking the legs. And of course, they're going to be at the bottom like that. So I've stuck one there. So let me stick the other one, the second leg. And we put it here. Okay, the third leg. Put it there. And the fourth and final leg, we put it there as well. Trying to make sure we give it at least all the features that come with a pig. So right now, I'm just waiting for them to dry a little bit before I turn it around so that it can, okay, there we go. Making sure it's firm. So we wait a little bit. So as we're waiting a little bit, you can even make a tail. So let's make our tail for the pig. Remember, a pig has like a curled type of tail. So let's try and make that curled type of tail with our paper. So you can actually just roll it onto your marker like that. Then we'll stick it at the end. So I'm just trying to secure it on the marker so that it doesn't come off. I'm just putting a little bit of glue so that I can easily remove it. And like that, just to make sure we curl it a little bit. So I'll remove it at the end when I'm done. So let me remove these little peppers because now I'm done with these peppers. I put them on the side, and now I'm going to make it stand like that. So this is what we have. My piggy has those legs made. That's how it looks, with the legs, the ears, the eyes, and the smile. So now I'm going to create that space where you are going to be throwing your money, your coins, your little change, where it's going to go through. That's what we're creating now. And what you don't have to create something big, because the idea of a piggy bank is not to have access to the cash. So if you make something big, you'll be forced when you're broke. Let me just get some one kwacha, one ngwe, and whatever. But the idea with the piggy bank is you have to ensure that you don't have access. So I'm creating just a small, tiny hole here. But if you have a knife or a wire or something that can easily create that tiny hole, you can use that. So I have created my tiny hole there, and your hands can't go through. Only thing that can go through is a coin or your money, okay, that you can push through. The coins or the paper money, yes, I'm sure you get what I'm talking about. And then you push it, you roll it and push it inside. Keep pushing those coins, keep pushing those papers, and you have yourself your money secured in your piggy bank. So let's go on a break, and when we come back, we're coming back to show off our pretty piggy bank that we have made, and of course I'll give you more tips on how you can use it. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So before we went on our break, I ran you through the process of making yourself a piggy bank, or making the piggy bank with your kids. Something fun that you can do with them. And this is our final product of our piggy bank. As you can see, I'm going to show you. I added the tail after it was curled. Remember, I curled it on the marker. I've stuck it on, and that's our tail for our pig. Similar to a pig. The ears are there, the legs are there, and it's covered in yellow. And of course I have that smiley, and of course the eyes. Something just that's cute that the kids can love to do. So you see, as we're growing up, we learn so many things, and they say charity begins at home. So this is something that you can do with our kids. Teach them how to save young. Let them learn the trend of saving. Let them learn the art of saving, and they'll easily save those little coins that you give them. Sometimes you give them some money to buy snacks at school. Sometimes you give them money to buy snacks even at home. Sometimes you give them some money because they've been good at home, they've done their homework, and of course you know that there's all these limitations that come with opening certain accounts. And if they can't do it at that point, this is the way you can start them young, so that when they reach that stage now, it will be easy for them. So please, please, please show this to my little ones and make this piggy bank with them. So let me run you through the process of how you can make this piggy bank real quick, and the items you need. Number one, you need yourself some plain paper. You need an empty bottle of water or drink or juice. You need yourself a marker or a pen, and you also need yourself some glue. Any glue that can work to do what I have done today. And the first thing you're going to do, of course, is make sure you cover the bottle with the paper and using your glue or your sellotape, whatever you have at that point. And of course, you're going to make yourself those ears. You're going to make yourself the face of the pig. You're going to make the legs of the pig. You're going to make the tail of the pig, just so that you have those features of the pig. And your piggy bank is ready, and you can place it in your wardrobe. You can place it on your desk, wherever you feel like you can place it. Or better still, secure it. Place it where you cannot have access to it. Somewhere where you can't see it all the time. You only get it when you need to throw in those coins and that money that you have. I hope you enjoyed this episode of DIY, and I hope you are going to do this craft with the kids at home, and I hope they'll be excited, and I'll be glad to see some of those pictures if you make this craft with your kids. Just share those pictures in the DIY comment section, and I'll be excited to see that. Thank you for catching up with me, Chila Zulu, aka Chichi Badu. Until next time, it's bye-bye.